to the Orlando Pirates versus Stellenbosch FC post-match press conference. We are joined by the away team head coach, welcome, coach.
Thank you.
Coach, just give a brief summary on today's match.
Yeah, look, obviously I thought first half we just didn't play well enough. I thought our execution, our passing let us down. A lot of turnovers, weren't holding the ball up. On transition, the final pass was just overhit or underhit. I think we struggled a little bit maybe with a quick surface. And maybe, just first half I wasn't happy with our performance, which Julie explained and told the players that second half we have to come out and play with a lot more intent, a lot more bravery, a lot more courage, a lot more, we have to, we can't be respecting them the way we did in the first half. We have to be in their face. And we just have to try and get the ball and start playing. So I explained to them that, we came back from the final to get a draw, to take it to penalties. I said that, if we can just get one goal back, we're back in the game. And then when it went to 2-0, to be honest with you, I thought it was going to be one of those evenings where it's just going to be tough and it might end up being a 3-4-0. But I thought the substitutes were superb. I thought Antonio van Wyk came on and changed the game. And Gaga came on the ball, was calm. Andre de Jong received the ball in pockets. We changed the formation a bit. I can't describe those 8 minutes of football, scoring 3 goals away to a very difficult team at their home ground, from 2-0 down to go 3-2 up is just, I just cannot, I'm speechless, to be honest.
We're now open for questions from the floor. As per norm, please by show of hands, identify yourself as well as the media company you present prior to asking your question.
Thank you.
Wait for the microphone, please. Thank you.
Good evening, Coach. Congratulations for the win tonight. I know we might have asked sort of a similar question 2 weekends ago in Durban, but now that we've reached the stage, well, in your reflection, what would you say worked right for Stellenbosch, especially in this first half of the season?
Yeah, no, I think, as I said after the final, I think if you look, it's quite strange. We were now probably very, very deepest depths, lying 15th in the league on the 27th of Jan, 2-0 down. Came back to beat Cape Town City. We end the year 2-0 down, winning 3-2. I think it's just capped off an amazing 2023. It's 51 points in this calendar year. So it's just incredible what these players are doing. Their never die attitude, just their willing and bravery and courage to just keep going. They got rewarded tonight for that. It could have easily been one of the matches when it was 2-0 that we dropped our heads and didn't show the spirit and the fight that we can and show. So there was a lot to play for, unbeaten record to hold on, to go third in the log, finish the year off on a high, show that we didn't just win the trophy and, after that, we're not up for the next game. So I can't describe how proud I am of what these players are doing week in and week out, whether they're starting, whether they're coming on. So just an incredible feeling.
Thank you. Coach, congratulations on the win. Vella from SABC. I just want to go back to the subs, because you make that double substitution on the 67th minute. 2 minutes later, there's a goal. I just want to zoom in terms of those subs. What was your focus there? Because I think you just confused Pirates, and I could see that you had more coming inside.
Yeah, look, I think, as I said, we did make a tactical change. We just, changed it to a 4-2-3-1 with Van Wyk in the middle. But he did move around, and I think he caused a bit of confusion who should pick him up. So there's a bit of movement and rotation around that. His ability to go past people, I think, started causing them problems, getting in behind. Our reserves of late have just been incredible. It's I don't want to say too much about it, but, it's 11 games, 10 wins, 1 draw. If other teams in the league were doing that, it would be trending every week. But, we go about our business and we do it quietly, and we get on with it. So, I just thought that tactically was some good substitutes and changes. And then the other subs that came on, I think, just kept the energy and the intensity of the game.
Good evening, Coach. Nick, Coach, you staged one of the greatest comebacks in football. I just want to find out from you, what was your punching message to the players during recess? Exactly what you told them.
Yeah, some words I can't repeat, but no. You know what my biggest fear was after having such a good run, winning a cup, that the players just, training, and Stellenbosch is very quiet this stage of the year. We're traveling to training and it looks like we're the only car in town. So I was just afraid that the players just don't stand up and be counted. So half time the message was that if you want to be champions, you want to win trophies, you want to be at the top of the table competing at the right end, then you've got to show more character, more personality, more desire, more commitment than what you have. And we just have to improve in certain areas. So it was quite a strong team talk, and I think it paid dividends. I thought we came out with a lot more energy, although we conceded the second, a bit unfortunate, because Sage Stevens has been superb for us over the last while. And I think he ended up saving us 2 points at the end with a magnificent save from the free kick. But yeah, it was a strong message. Just don't just show who you are. Show that you can do this week in and week out, and you can come back from 1-0 down at Orlando, because that'll just give you the belief and the confidence that we can actually do some special things this season.
Tamashwala and Joseph on Sports. Coach, congratulations on the victory. I just need to find out from you how much of the converted fullbacks that Pirates had did you have in mind when you made those subs, looking at how they actually overloaded the side where Makaringa was playing?
Yeah, I think, obviously Makaringa's done a good job for them. I think maybe some of the right backs are injured. I'm not too sure where Mayani and Shandu are, so he's done a good job for them. But, he's not the natural defender. So I thought Antonio van Wyk coming on, he's a difficult customer to play against if you're not, a fullback. So, that was sort of part of the idea, that get the ball to Tony, let's try and sort of, take people on, get in behind. And I thought that worked really well. So, it was a bit of a tactic to try and exploit that. He's a fantastic player. Makaringa on the ball, he was causing us problems in the first half and really, but I thought second half on that side we were getting in behind. Ura, Aniset, Tony van Wyk. I thought Sibande second half started driving forward with the ball, and we were able to get in behind and get crosses in, which then caused them problems.
Coach, congrats on the win. I just want to pick your brains on the reflection on Jaden making the final of our squad, and also as one of the senior coaches in our league. Just also your reflection on the squad itself.
Yeah, look, obviously we're all delighted for Jaden. I think you could see second half why he's in the Bafana squad. He just stood up, got on the ball, helped us play. So that was another tactical change at half time to drop him into sort of a number 6 type role. Because he is so comfortable on the ball, and we weren't building up well enough in the first half, so that was one of the plans, to get him on the ball a bit more, which he showed. He got the ball and he just kept it rotating, so he showed that courage and bravery and the quality. Defensively, he was also superb in that second half, so I think he showed why he's in the squad, so we wish him well. And obviously we have to support the Bafana team. At the end of the day, the coach makes his decisions. I think it's a really good team, especially our start sort of 11 is a really competitive team, and I think obviously with having so many Sundowns players in the team and them doing so well in the continent, that is the way we will be going, I anticipate. So all we can do is just, I've got a feeling we can do well in this AFCON. I honestly feel that we can go to the later stages of the tournament. So we've got to get behind the coach support. Obviously a couple of players unlucky not to make the squad, but at the end of the day he also selects players that have been there and he's trusting, and sometimes the coach does that. Players haven't let you down, there's no reason not to drop them.
Okay, final question. Mr. Philippus, ask your friend not to snore. That lady, please switch off your cell phone. Don't snore, we can hear you from here. Snore. Coach is saying very interesting things here. It's rude to snore. Final question.
Coach Lorenzo Mediski Times. At the start of the season, you lost a lot of players, and from outside perspective, it looked like a weaker team. But now, obviously, confidence is brimming in the squad with good results, and now all of a sudden looks like you have depth from the previous season, better than last season. Do you see it the same way, that your team has improved, and are you confident that you can now keep the core of the squad going beyond January?
Yeah, I think there's a very good point that you make, is that, you know, I feel for the first time as a coach of Stellenbosch that we now have the ability to have depth. You know, I remember 2-3 seasons ago when we were making sort of substitutes, we were bringing on the same players that we're bringing on, Jaden, Devon, Antonio, but you know, they were still babies, they were still young, and it was tough at that stage. We just couldn't affect games just because of the lack of experience. But I think that perseverance and that belief and trust in them is starting to show. So, you know, we've added good quality. So it is nice for me as a coach to be able to know that I can change things tactically, bring on people that can change the game for us. So that has changed. You know, as a coach, that's what I want. I want even more depth. I want more quality, because I believe if we can keep this squad that we have and add 1 or 2 others, maybe in January a really good signing, and maybe then in the next window not lose any players and add, and then I don't see any reason why we can't continue to be at you know, the forefront of being competitive. So you know, that is my wish.
On that note, we've reached the conclusion of our press conference with the team coach. We'll catch up with the whole team coach. Thank you.